Chocolate, a global obsession and, on its own, an industry worth billions. And when you think of chocolate, one name stands out: Hershey. Hershey isn't just a brand, it's the giant of the sweet empire, pumping out millions of chocolate bars every single day. From the first bite to the last, Hershey has been at the heart of our chocolate cravings for over a century. Stick around, because we're about to find out how Hershey keeps the world craving more, from its innovative production process to its commitment to making the world a sweeter, more sustainable place. Back in the late 1800s, Milton S. Hershey had already made a name for himself by mastering the art of caramel making. Using fresh milk, which was a pretty big deal at the time, he created some of the most delicious caramels anyone had ever tasted. But everything changed when Milton visited the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. There, he spotted some German chocolate-making machinery in action, and had what we'd call today a major aha moment. Chocolate was the future. By 1900, Milton sold his wildly successful Lancaster Caramel Company for a cool $1 million to chase his chocolate dream. At the time, chocolate was a luxury only the wealthy could afford, but Milton wasn't about to let that slide. He set out to create milk chocolate that was affordable, delicious, and most importantly, for everyone. After countless experiments and probably a few late nights, he cracked the code. That same year, he launched the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Bar. Milton had a goal to build something bigger than just chocolate, a community. So in the early 1900s, he created Hershey, Pennsylvania. And when we say he built a town, we mean a whole town. It had homes, schools, parks, and even a zoo. While making chocolates, Milton was making a better life for his employees. It was the ultimate sweet deal and became a model for company towns everywhere. After the milk chocolate bar's wild success, Hershey kept the momentum going. In 1907, they dropped Hershey's Kisses. Then came Mr. Goodbar, Crackle, and a lineup of other irresistible treats. Hershey wasn't just satisfying sweet tooths. They were rewriting the rules of the candy game, making premium chocolate something everyone could enjoy. Behind every Hershey's chocolate bar is a story that begins with the humble cocoa bean and ends with pure, sweet joy. But for Hershey, it's never just about making chocolate. It's about doing it the right way. It all starts in the cocoa-rich lands of Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire. These two West African countries supply a whopping 70% of the cocoa beans Hershey uses. Ghana's beans being a rich, bold flavor, while Côte d'Ivoire's beans add a nutty, silky smoothness. When blended, they create the signature taste that's made Hershey's a household name for over a century. Hershey is also about making a difference. Ethical sourcing is at the heart of their process. They work directly with farmers to promote fair labor practices and sustainable farming. Through their Cocoa for Good initiative, Hershey takes sustainability to the next level. Their $500 million program, launched in 2018, aims to improve the lives of cocoa farmers and their communities by 2030. From better education and healthcare to encouraging eco-friendly farming, Hershey is driving change where it matters most. And it's more than helping people, it's about protecting the land to ensure that the cocoa farms of today thrive for generations to come. Long before the cocoa bean is transformed into those iconic bars and kisses, these beans undergo a fine process that shapes their flavor and quality. It all starts with the harvest. Cocoa pods are carefully plucked from trees. Inside, the beans are cradled in a sugary pulp. The real magic kicks off with fermentation, a process that's absolutely essential for developing that rich, deep chocolate taste. Over several days, the beans are left to ferment, their natural sugars breaking down and unlocking complex flavors. It's a transformation you'd almost call alchemy. Once fermentation works its magic, the beans take a sunbathing session. Spread out under the warm rays, they're dried to perfection, ensuring they're preserved for the journey ahead. This is more about locking in the essence of the bean, protecting the flavors and quality that will define every Hershey's creation. From the sun-soaked drying fields to the halls of the Hershey factory, the cocoa beans begin their incredible transformation into the silky chocolate we all love. First up, sorting. When the beans arrive, they're cleaned and grouped by size to ensure everything's just right for what's coming next. Once sorted, it's time for the roast. High temperatures work their magic, bringing out the oils inside the beans and coaxing out those deep, rich flavors that make Hershey's chocolate unforgettable. The factory smells like heaven during this stage, and the beans are officially on their way to greatness. After roasting, the beans are cracked open to reveal the good stuff, the nibs. These tiny treasures are separated from their shells and ground into a smooth, velvety paste called chocolate liquor. Don't let the name fool you, there's no booze here. This is pure chocolate essence, the foundation of every Hershey's treat you've ever loved. With the chocolate liquor ready to go, the real magic begins, the transformation from cocoa to Hershey's flavor. Unlike many other chocolate makers, Hershey relies on fresh milk, not powdered, as the foundation of its creamy goodness. The milk is blended with sugar in a unique taffy-like mixture using the lyosis process, a carefully guarded technique that adds a slightly tangy, one-of-a-kind flavor that sets Hershey apart from the rest. Once the milk and sugar combination is perfected, it's time to bring it all together. The chocolate liquor is added, and the mixture undergoes refining, where it's ground and blended until it achieves that silky smooth texture. With the flavor perfected and the texture silky smooth, the next steps are all about turning that luscious mixture into the chocolate we know and love. The process begins with conching, where the chocolate is mixed and refined even further. This step ensures not just smoothness, but a balanced flavor profile, as the chocolate is heated and stirred for hours, sometimes even days. It's a slow, deliberate process, but the result is worth every second. Next comes tempering, a delicate dance of heating and cooling the chocolate to achieve the perfect consistency. This step gives the chocolate its glossy finish and that satisfying snap when you break off a piece. It's all about control, ensuring the cocoa butter crystals align just right for both texture and appearance. Finally, the chocolate is poured into molds, whether for classic bars, fun shapes, or those iconic Hershey's Kisses. Once molded, it's cooled and solidified, ready to be wrapped and sent off to delight chocolate lovers everywhere. At this stage, the journey is complete, and the chocolate is nothing short of perfection. Once the chocolate has taken its final form, it's time for the last leg of the journey, getting it ready for the world. Advanced packaging systems take over, with automated lines wrapping each bar, kiss, or treat with precision. These machines are fast and designed to protect the chocolate from the rigors of shipping and handling. Every wrapper, box, and seal plays a part in preserving that signature Hershey's quality. Before anything leaves the factory, every bar is checked, every wrapper secured, and every batch inspected to meet Hershey's high standards. From there, the chocolate begins its global journey, traveling to stores, homes, and hearts all over the world. It's the final step in a process rooted in care, craftsmanship, and a commitment to delivering happiness in every bite. Hershey's isn't just about making great chocolate. They're tackling big environmental challenges too. By working with farmers, Hershey's is cutting back on tree loss and promoting fair wages and sustainable farming to tackle deforestation. It's about helping the planet and the people who grow cocoa thrive together. Then there's climate change. With unpredictable weather, water conservation has become a priority, and Hershey's is all in, making sure every drop counts. They're cutting down on plastic waste during packaging with recyclable and compostable options. Hershey is definitely showing that chocolate can be sweet for both people and the planet, a legacy worth savoring. And there you have it, Hershey's sweet journey from bean to bar. Hershey continues to shape the chocolate world, making sure every bite is as sweet for the environment as it is for your taste buds. If you enjoyed this Hershey's journey, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time, and remember, chocolate is always a good idea.